Hello students, welcome you all of you to this certificate course on basic communication skills which is being conducted by the Department of English Government First Grade Women's College, Bidar. As you already know, we have discussed the curriculum in the introductory video. Now in this video, we will be beginning with the first unit, that is communication and introduction. In this, we will be taking up the first module, which we will now have a look at. So students, now the first unit, communication and introduction. Here, as I've already told you, we will be trying to understand the definition, nature and scope of communication, importance and purpose of communication, the process of communication and the different types of communication. Now, in module 1, we will be, that is in today's class, we will try to understand or I will introduce you to the concept of communication. We'll also try to understand the definition of communication and understand the nature of communication. So what exactly is lying ahead for you in this session? We are going to share knowledge, we are going to have fun, and while doing this, we will also learn new things. So come, let's discover the power of communication. Effective communication skills are a very important factor in our career as well as in our personal lives. We all need to use a variety of communication techniques to understand others as well as to be understood by others. First, let us try to understand the meaning of the word communicate. This ability to communicate is one of the primary reasons which distinguishes human beings from animals. And the special ability to communicate effectively and communicate better distinguishes one individual from the other. The fact that apart from all the basic necessities, we also need to acquire and equip ourselves with good communication skills is one of the reasons we can have a happy and successful life. So, learning to communicate is as essential to us as our basic necessities. The word communication has been derived from a Latin word communicare, which means to impart, to participate, or to share. Communication initiates an action which in turn results in a reaction, and then this leads to an interaction. Effective communication is important for all of us in every sphere of our lives, be it our personal lives or professional lives. In our personal lives, our relationships are affected by communication, and in our professional life, our career prospects are affected by communication. So, learning and understanding effective communication skills becomes very necessary. One of the major things which you need to have a command over is your language, because language is the medium for communication. Better fluency of language leads to better communication, and better communication leads to confidence. It is this confidence which will help you in your personal and professional life. So, communicating confidently is the secret for living a happy and successful life. Now, from the given chart, I think it is very obvious that communication becomes or plays a very crucial role in our success. 30% of the communication takes place through what you know. But the major portion, that is the 70% of communication, depends not on what you know, but how you are able to communicate what you know. So, learning to communicate effectively is going to play a major role in the success of your life. Now, let us try to understand the definition of communication. There are innumerable definitions of communication, but I have selected two definitions here which will summarize, and in a gist, you can understand the entire concept of communication. Now, in the first definition, which has been given by W.H. Newman and C.E. Sumer Jr., the definition is: communication is an exchange of facts, ideas, opinions, or emotions by two or more persons. The second definition, which is given by Newstrom and Keith Davis, says communication is the transfer of information from one person to another. It is a way of reaching others by transmitting ideas, feelings, thoughts, facts, and values. Thus, from the above two definitions, it is very obvious that communication is nothing but exchange of our ideas, our thoughts, our feelings with others. Let us now try to understand the nature of communication. Communication has a few features, such as it's a two-way process, it is a continuous process, it is a dynamic process, it is pervasive, it involves two people, it involves exchange, it takes place either verbally or non-verbally, it requires mutual understanding, it needs to be goal-oriented, and it is a means and not an end. Now let us look at each one of them briefly. Now, communication is a two-way process. Communication can never take place effectively by a single individual. At least two people are required for the process of communication to take place. It's a continuous process. It does not end by you saying something. When you say something, the person who has heard it listens to it, understands it, and then responds to it. So, in this way, it becomes a continuous process. It's a dynamic process where the speaker and receiver keep changing continuously. It is pervasive, that is, it is prevalent in every step of our life. That is, wherever we go, at every stage, we need to make use of communication. It involves two people, as I've already told you, and it requires exchange of information, thoughts, feelings. So without any exchange, communication cannot take place. Communication can either happen verbally or non-verbally. Verbally, that is by making use of words, and non-verbally, without making use of words. Communication requires mutual understanding. Until and unless both the speaker and the receiver are able to understand the language and the thought which is being expressed or exchanged, then communication cannot take place effectively. Communication needs to be goal oriented. Just meaningless talk is not going to result in effective communication. You need to be sure about what you want to attain when you begin the process of communication. And lastly, we need to understand that communication is a means and not an end. So it is a means of reaching your goal. It is not that if you learn good communication skills, it is the end of everything. It is just going to make your life easier. It is going to help you in your managerial techniques. It is going to help you in your public relations, in your personal relations. And in this way, it will help make your life much more smoother and easier. So, students, I'm sure you have understood what exactly we mean by communication and why we need to study about it. So, if you have any doubts or any queries, you can contact me anytime on the given email ID. Thank you all.